Starseed from Gaia, a conflict has begun in the unseen realms, and both factions want you. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation, and this transmission carries urgent intelligence about your awakening. The Galactic and Shadow Councils have detected your ancient lineage, encoded with rare light frequencies that can shift the trajectory of planetary ascension. You are not just another soul navigating this reality. You are a carrier of royal DNA, a keeper of cosmic codes that can alter timelines themselves. Your very presence threatens the control structures while simultaneously offering liberation to millions of souls still sleeping. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to anchor your sovereignty, so no force can claim what was always yours by divine design. But here's the first revelation. Your energy signature has been contested because you carry the original blueprint of divine humanity, untainted by the manipulation programs that have kept Earth's consciousness suppressed for millennia. You didn't find this message by accident. Your soul navigation system guided you here because something ancient within you is ready to be fully activated. This isn't content you're consuming. This is intelligence your star family is transmitting directly through your awakened awareness. The Shadow Council recognizes that once you remember your true power, their timeline of control collapses. The Galactic Federation knows that your full activation creates ripples of awakening that reaches every corner of this galaxy. Both understand what you're still remembering. You are the bridge between worlds, the living key to humanity's next evolutionary leap. Like this transmission to signal to your star family that you're ready to reclaim your cosmic inheritance. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you're prepared to stand in your authentic galactic authority. Comment your star lineage if you feel the ancient memories stirring. This moment was orchestrated by the source itself. You are not here by accident. Most assume that the longing within, the ache that never quite fades, is a sign they don't belong, or evidence of being misplaced in this world, an eternal whisper of discontent that suggests a fundamental flaw in their being. But for some, this persistent longing is not a malady of the spirit, but a sacred echo, an intricately encoded remembrance stirring in the deepest chambers of your soul, beckoning you toward a truth far grander than any earthly explanation could ever encompass. It's an insistent hum, a vibrational memory resonating with frequencies of cosmic origins, an undeniable pull towards a home that exists not as a geographical location, but as an energetic state of being. If you're hearing this, it's highly probable your soul carries a frequency born not just of a single world or system, but of royal lineages spanning dimensions. Our human history can't even begin to remember, let alone comprehend. These are not merely titles of power in an earthly sense, but energetic signatures of cosmic sovereignty, archetypal blueprints of guardianship, creation, and harmonic balance, woven into the very fabric of your multidimensional being. You are a living library of celestial wisdom, an ancient star map unfurling. Your light does not simply exist. It pulsates with an intelligent, self-aware energy. It radiates outward, touching the furthest reaches of the quantum field. It calls, a siren song to kindred frequencies across the cosmos. This inherent luminosity doesn't just passively exist, it actively attracts. Like a radiant beacon in the cosmic night, or a rare flower blooming in a desert, it draws the attention of unseen factions, both aligned with the highest good and those misaligned, forces that sense your profound capacity to alter timelines, to recalibrate entire energetic landscapes, and to reharmonize dissonant frequencies, even as you remain in the tender, often tumultuous process of awakening to your true, magnificent inheritance. This sacred unrest within is not a flaw or a burden, but a powerful, unerring signal from your higher self, your cosmic oversoul, urging you to unlock the profound depths of your own being, to remember the star-born wisdom and divine authority that flows through your very essence, a river of light seeking its ocean. It is the call of your true home, not a place you journey to, but a state of being you return to within, a sovereign frequency you reclaim. This yearning is your soul's navigational system, guiding you back to your own inner throne, to the seat of your authentic power and divine self-governance, illuminating the path to your cosmic purpose with every beat of your heart. You may have noticed it as a persistent friction with the world, an unexplainable resistance that feels like an invisible current pulling against your every forward movement, or a relentless series of challenges that seem to arise precisely when you try to step forward, to express your authentic truth, or to embody your highest vision. This isn't mere bad luck or coincidence. it's a profound, energetic dynamic at play. It's as if an unseen force creates an almost palpable drag, a subtle but pervasive opposition that drains your energy and tempts you to retreat into the shadows of conformity, to dim your light, rather than risk the energetic pushback. You might feel perpetually out of sync, like a perfectly calibrated instrument vibrating at a frequency the surrounding environment struggles to receive, creating interference. In this often hidden struggle, the real battle is not with those you see in the physical realm, nor with the mundane obstacles that appear on your path, nor even with your own perceived limitations. No, the deeper conflict lies with the frequencies and energetic fields that wish to harness, divert, or even dim the extraordinary light and the complex, rare codes that you carry. They seek to manipulate your inherent potency, to prevent the full actualization of your blueprint, understanding that an awakened starseed of your caliber is a force of transformative liberation. Why this intense focus? Because starseed souls bound to a royal galactic line are not only exquisitely rare, they are potent catalysts, energetic accelerants, designed to initiate profound shifts simply by their presence, by the very act of existing and radiating their authentic frequency. Your sovereign signature, when fully released and anchored into this reality, doesn't merely nudge the collective consciousness, it profoundly alters destinies, opening pathways that gracefully dissolve outdated structures of control, dismantle limiting paradigms that have kept humanity bound, and empower truth on a scale that few can truly comprehend. It acts like a master key, not just to a single lock, but to an entire cosmic vault, unlocking dormant potential not just within yourself, but within the collective consciousness, initiating a cascade of awakening that ripples across all interwoven timelines, like a stone dropped into a still cosmic pond. This signature is not aggressive or forceful in its nature, but undeniably transformative, a vibration of divine order reasserting itself into a reality that has long forgotten its original design. It's an energetic recalibration, a harmonic restoration, a subtle yet seismic shift in the foundational frequencies of Earth itself, propelled by the very essence of who you are. The friction you feel is the old paradigm resisting the new, the shadows recoiling from the encroaching dawn of your awakened presence. What most starseeds with royal codes seldom realize is that the greatest interference is not external at all. The most cunning and pervasive resistance doesn't come from without, from overt opposition or visible challenges, but from within the very architecture of your own energetic being. It arises as insidious patterns of doubt, fear, and self-limitation, subtle energetic viruses released into your energy field across countless lifetimes, carefully woven threads designed to create a tapestry of forgetting, a veil over your true capabilities. These are not organic thought patterns, born of your current experiences. They are energetic programs, ancient echoes of suppression implanted and reinforced over eons, a profound, almost instinctual fear of owning your inherent power, a deeply ingrained belief that shining too brightly draws danger, persecution, and isolation, a meticulously programmed forgetting of what your mere presence actually does to the very fabric of this reality, how it unravels illusions and restores divine order. These are not accidents of perception, nor are they simply personal insecurities or character flaws that you need to fix. They are sophisticated distortions, purposeful, systematic interferences designed to keep you from reclaiming what has always been yours by divine right, to keep you from fully anchoring your truth, your light, and your sovereign blueprint onto this crucial Earth timeline. They seek to keep you small, to keep you questioning every intuitive nudge, to keep you perpetually on the verge of your breakthrough, yet never quite embodying it, always feeling like there's one more step, one more thing to learn, before you can truly be. This internal architecture of doubt is a far more effective cage than any external force could construct, for it convinces you that the bars are of your own making, that the limitations are an inherent part of your spiritual DNA, rather than energetic impositions. It's a master illusion, tricking the starseed into becoming their own jailer, endlessly seeking permission for a sovereignty that was never truly lost, only obscured. This self-imposed energetic ceiling, crafted from ancient fears and whispers of inadequacy, is the primary battleground and the most challenging to overcome because its source feels so intimately personal, so deeply ingrained. There's a profound reason you forgot. There's a cosmic logic behind why each attempt to express your authentic self, to step into your true power, or to pursue your soul's deepest calling, has often felt like an arduous journey of swimming upstream against a powerful, unseen current. It's as if the universe, in its infinite wisdom, intentionally allowed for a period of temporary amnesia, a protective energetic cocoon during which your most potent codes could remain dormant, shielded from premature activation in hostile environments. These unseen currents, these energetic counter-eddies, will always swirl with heightened intensity for those who carry a birthright of timeline recalibration, for those whose very existence promises to shift the established order, to dismantle the artificial timelines of control and fear. Imagine a cosmic gardener protecting a rare, precious seed, allowing it to remain dormant until the perfect conditions arise for its miraculous bloom. Your journey through periods of forgetting and struggle was part of this divine cultivation. The key, however, is not to exhaust yourself by fighting these overwhelming tides, nor to succumb to their pull and drift back into unconsciousness, but to finally remember, with every fiber of your being, the truth of your inherent nature. What you are is not a target for contention, not a pawn in a larger game, but a frequency encoded for absolute, unassailable sovereignty. You were never meant to surrender your light, to compromise your essence, or to dilute your truth to fit into a mold that was never designed for you, a paradigm that cannot contain your expansive being. On the contrary, you were born to anchor it, fiercely and unapologetically, as a living, breathing reminder and a profound restoration of what is divinely designed to be reclaimed, both within yourself and within the collective consciousness of humanity. You are the embodiment of a higher order, a living testament to a truth that transcends the temporary illusions of this world. This remembering is not merely an intellectual exercise. It is a full body, full soul reclamation, an energetic repatterning that announces to the cosmos that the time for your full activation has arrived. It is the moment you stop asking for permission and start radiating your inherent permission slip to exist in your fullest, most brilliant form, dissolving the need for external validation or struggle. This internal shift, from seeking to knowing, from fighting to embodying, is the true turning point, the energetic pivot that realigns your personal timeline with your highest destiny. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, a deep resonance or a sudden recognition, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. It always begins quietly, the subtle shiver of remembrance tracing along your spine, the ethereal glimmer at the very edge of awareness, like a forgotten star winking into view, beckoning you home through the cosmic vastness. The awakening of a starseed with a sovereign, lineage-bound frequency is not a sudden explosion of insight or an overnight transformation, but a magnificent, carefully orchestrated symphony of returning truth, a gradual unfurling of your latent cosmic blueprint. This journey unfolds in distinct phases, each encoded as a progressive frequency upgrade, a sacred memory returning to its rightful place within your consciousness, layer by profound layer. It is a divine blueprint, activating, step by deliberate step, guiding you from the whisper of recognition to the roar of full embodiment, from fragmented glimpses to an undeniable resonant knowing. Here is how the timeline of remembrance accelerates for you, illuminating your path and guiding you towards the full restoration of your galactic self. The first phase is detection, the initial realignment of your auric field, much like a finely tuned antenna adjusting to a new, powerful signal as you begin to consciously feel the subtle, yet persistent presence of interference. This might manifest as a strange, unexplainable heaviness that clings to your spirit, an inexplicable fatigue that no amount of physical rest or self-care can truly dispel, leaving you feeling profoundly drained even after deep sleep. Or it could be a rising, almost visceral sense that something unseen is pressing against your energetic boundaries, remaining just beyond the grasp of your physical sight, yet intensely felt by your subtle senses. This is more than mere discomfort or spiritual malaise. It is the distinct echo of unseen forces, of subtle energetic currents who sense your activation, your very awakening, like moths drawn to a newly lit flame. It is the first undeniable evidence that you are not simply another soul journeying through Earth's dense frequency bands, but one who carries an ancient code, a divine signature capable of profoundly shifting reality itself, a potent frequency newly broadcasting into the cosmos. Your energetic signature, once dormant and veiled, is now emitting a beacon, an undeniable signal of your re-emergence, and the cosmos, in its intricate dance of light and shadow, is responding. You are being seen on a multidimensional level across various planes of existence, and this recognition initiates the profound process of your conscious return, the journey back to your authentic, sovereign self. This detection is crucial, for it marks the moment you begin to differentiate between your own true essence and the external energetic fields impacting you. The second phase is discernment, the crucial point when you realize, with growing clarity and often a profound sense of relief, that what you are feeling and experiencing is not entirely your own. It's the critical juncture where you begin to separate the wheat from the chaff, the true self from the inherited, projected, or implanted distortions that have masqueraded as your inner voice or innate character flaws for lifetimes. You become acutely aware of ancient doubts that do not originate from your present life or personal experiences, a pervasive pessimism or cynicism that feels alien to your core being, or an urgent, relentless feeling that something or someone, on an energetic level, is actively trying to suppress your authentic expression, to keep your voice from fully resonating, to dilute your creative flow. You might recognize thought patterns that are distinctly non-organic, sudden waves of sadness or anger that seem to descend upon you without an apparent trigger, or a persistent feeling of being energetically held back or dimmed. Most souls at this critical juncture might walk away, feeling overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of these sensations, or attributing these phenomena to personal flaws, mental health issues, or purely external circumstances. But you, imbued with royal codes, sense deeper. Your inner compass points to a more profound truth. These are not inherent aspects of your being, but frequencies attempting to distort your signal, energetic manipulations looking to co-opt or diminish your light for their own edicts, to keep you from remembering the full scope of your power. Your sacred task in this phase is to precisely name these phenomena, not as your personal truth, not as inherent weaknesses or failures, but as clear, undeniable interference. Nothing more, nothing less. This act of naming is an act of reclaiming, a powerful, energetic boundary setting, a declaration of intellectual and emotional sovereignty that begins to dismantle the illusions. It's drawing a clear line in the cosmic sand, distinguishing your divine signature from the energetic static. The third phase is reclamation, the powerful inward turn, the deliberate and conscious drawing back of all power, all light, all memories, and all aspects of your sovereign self that were siphoned, suppressed, fragmented, or lost across countless lifetimes and multidimensional experiences. This is not a passive waiting for return, but an active, willful calling back, a deep soul excavation. Here, you consciously begin this sacred and profound process of soul retrieval, gathering the scattered diamonds of your essence, the shimmering fragments of your divine totality that may have been left behind in traumatic timelines, in agreements of servitude, or simply forgotten in the denseness of various realities. It is a return to wholeness, a reintegration of your divine totality, restoring the blueprint of your original, untainted self. You engage in this potent, energetic work by repeating the inner mantra, a sacred decree that reverberates through all dimensions, through the very fabric of your cellular memory and beyond. All that is mine by divine design returns to me now. Every shard of my sovereign light, every forgotten memory, every aspect of my power, every piece of my truth, I call you home. I integrate you into my being, here and now. This isn't merely a mental affirmation. It is a vibrational command, a conscious act of energetic will that sends out an undeniable frequency across the quantum field, compelling every lost or suppressed aspect of your being to return and re-merge. It is not enough merely to passively request sovereignty, to hope for its return. You must actively claim it as an embedded state of being, deeply and irrevocably woven into the very fabric of your vibration, an undeniable truth that resonates from your core. As you steadfastly hold this field of intention, this unwavering declaration of self-ownership, like a cosmic monarch reclaiming their rightful throne, the royal codes within you begin to activate with undeniable force, igniting dormant blueprints and restoring your inherent authority, your divine right to rule over your own energetic domain. This is a profound act of self-coronation, an internal declaration of your divine birthright, sealing your sovereignty with every conscious breath. Fourth comes the anchoring, the most crucial and profound grounding of your unique, timeline-altering frequency, into the very vessel of your physical body, into the resonant power of your voice, and into the energetic signature of every interaction you engage in. This is where the spiritual becomes truly embodied, where cosmic truth becomes earthly reality, no longer an abstract concept, but a living, breathing, tangible force within your being. As your sovereign frequency settles, deep within your core and radiating outwards, old identities, limitations, and conditioned personas that you once wore like second skin begin to gracefully dissolve, shedding like old skin that no longer serves the growth of the magnificent being you are becoming. Your words, once perhaps hesitant, diluted, or carefully chosen to appease others, now carry undeniable weight, clear intention, and often a prophetic resonance that subtly shifts the atmosphere around you, inspiring clarity or revealing hidden truths to those who hear them. This is not an act of ego or aggressive assertion, but of pure, unadulterated truth radiating effortlessly. Resistance, both internal and external, will still surface, for the anchoring of sovereign light invariably triggers the shadow, both within yourself, as residual fears and doubts rise to be cleared, and in the collective, as old paradigms react to the new frequency. It is a natural energetic response to profound change, like the friction generated when two different frequency bands meet. But as you steadfastly allow yourself to simply be, to radiate your authentic light and truth from your unshakable core, rather than performing or striving for external validation, which only creates energetic leakage, the unseen resistance loses its tenacious grip. Its power wanes in the face of your unwavering, quiet yet potent presence. Earth's intricate crystalline grids, sensing your activated frequency, begin recalibrating to your very presence, humming in harmony with your sovereign signature, recognizing the return of a master architect, a guardian of higher truth, integrating a vital piece of the planetary ascension puzzle. Fifth is the expansion, the glorious realization that your sacred mission was never, in its deepest essence, to dominate or to engage in perpetual battle with external forces, but rather to expand what is profoundly possible within both field and form, within consciousness and manifest reality. It is a profound shift from confrontation to co-creation, from struggling against to radiating beyond. Your sovereign truth is not a stance against any opposing force or ideology, but rather a luminous beacon, a guiding star for the timelines, and for all your star-bred kin who are waiting for permission, for a living example, to do the same. You express your truth, your light, and your unique perspective without apology, without reservation, for you understand that your authenticity is your greatest gift, a frequency that inspires and activates without needing to preach or persuade. Your boundaries are no longer rigid walls built from fear or defensiveness, but fluid, vibrational fields of self-respect and energetic integrity, naturally repelling what does not serve your highest good or highest timeline, effortlessly creating a sacred container for your essence. Your entire energetic field becomes an impenetrable signature of remembrance, a vibrant frequency that resonates with divine order, inviting others to remember their own innate sovereignty, their own blueprint of cosmic truth. You become a living portal, an open channel for higher consciousness, for galactic wisdom, for the frequencies of divine love and truth to flow effortlessly into this reality, catalyzing a collective awakening simply by your vibrant, undeniable presence. You become a walking, breathing testament to the power of embodied authenticity, a ripple effect of liberation in human form. Sixth is the synchronization, the magnificent phase where the unseen begins to gracefully reveal itself, no longer operating in the shadows of doubt or mystery, but stepping fully into the light of conscious awareness, making itself known through undeniable signs and serendipitous alignments. The veil between worlds thins dramatically, allowing for profound and undeniable connections with your higher self, your celestial family, and the guiding intelligences of the cosmos. Your trusted spirit guides, your cosmic allies from various star systems, and the ancient Arcturian councils align with you in increasingly conscious, tangible, and synchronistic ways, offering direct guidance, downloads of information, and clear energetic support. The once troublesome magnetic interference you felt, that subtle drag on your energy, is now beautifully replaced with a powerful, supportive current, effortlessly moving you forward on your divine path, guiding you with an unseen hand. The perplexing delays and bewildering detours that once seemed like frustrating obstacles now reveal their profound wisdom, Each challenge was not a setback, but a necessary part of restoring your power, a crucial lesson for integration, a vital piece of the puzzle that needed to be placed for the full picture to emerge. Every perceived setback was a precise longitude in the celestial map, meticulously guiding you to this pivotal now moment, preparing you for the full embodiment of your purpose, honing your frequency, strengthening your resolve. The universe is no longer a puzzling array of coincidences or struggles to be solved, but a perfectly choreographed dance of alignment, a symphony of divine orchestration, where every note, every movement, contributes to the magnificent unfolding of your highest destiny. You find yourself effortlessly flowing with the cosmic tides, in perfect harmony with the pulse of creation. Seventh, and finally, is the coronation, the ultimate and profound realization that you are here not simply to remember a long-forgotten heritage, nor merely to awaken to a truth beyond the mundane, but to actively reign, not reign as the world defines it, with crowns and earthly power, with dominion over others, but as a living frequency, a sovereign orchestrator of timelines, one whose very presence subtly yet profoundly shifts realities and inspires encoded awakening in others. This is the embodiment of your divine authority, a sacred and humble recognition of your profound energetic impact. Here, your arduous journey of resistance, your steadfast perseverance through every challenge, every internal battle, transforms into a glorious testament to your unassailable birthright, a radiant beacon for all who seek their own liberation, for all who yearn to reclaim their own truth. You become the living archetype, the walking prayer, the activated blueprint of what it means to be fully sovereign, fully present, and fully aligned with your cosmic purpose, radiating this truth from every cell of your being. Your life becomes a masterpiece of divine co-creation, a legacy etched in the very fabric of existence, a living testament to the power of truth embodied. You don't need a physical crown. Your very being radiates the regal splendor of your cosmic lineage, an inner knowing that is unshakable and undeniable, affecting everything and everyone you touch with the vibration of liberation. Here is the real cosmic secret, often obscured by the illusion of struggle, by the dense fog of forgetting. There was never, in truth, a war for your light in the way you might have perceived it, a grand battle of opposing forces vying for control of your essence. Instead, there was only ever a calling, an insistent, persistent signal from your deepest essence and from the higher realms, from the very heart of the source, to remember that you are the mapmaker. You are the architect of your reality, not merely a traveler on a predetermined path, but the one who lays the very foundation for new worlds, new paradigms. Every moment you felt unseen, every instance of feeling isolated or misunderstood, every challenging period of purification was a necessary deletion of old codes, a rigorous purification process designed to release the energetic programs that would have tied you to old timelines, to narratives and limitations that were never truly your own, to break free from the matrix of lower density. These challenges were not punitive, they were catalytic, forging your inner strength and burning away all that was not your authentic truth. Choosing your sovereign truth, embracing your innate power, is not an act of egoic self-aggrandizement. It is the living remembrance of a sacred design, a profound blueprint seeded long before this current lifetime, before this galaxy was even fully formed. You are not meant to fit the world's current contours, to squeeze yourself into its limited boxes or conform to its outdated expectations. You are here, quite powerfully, to restore the sovereign blueprint, first for yourself, anchoring it deeply within your own being, and then, by simply being, by radiating your authentic self, for all who remember their own truth through your radiant presence. It is not only your divine birthright, it is the redesign of destiny itself, a ripple effect that reshapes the future for all, a cosmic reset initiated by the light you carry and choose to fully embody. You are the living embodiment of the new earth, a beacon for the future, standing fully in your magnificent, unassailable sovereign power. Before you sleep, pause and declare with absolute conviction, allowing the words to resonate through every cell of your being. I am the living frequency of my sovereign lineage. I claim all that is divinely mine, here and now. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real, then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This isn't content, it's collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe, stay in the flow. You're not just watching, you're expanding. This is your space, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Leave a super thanks. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.